I think Hungry for Life is mainly a church's advocate to plug a church body into the international mission scheme. That's helped us to develop a larger vision.
Missions is like any other ministry in the church where you can't just say like, well, we have that figured out. We can always do it better. We can always get more effective.
Well, we did have a really strong, active mission program with Swaziland, but the problem was that it was a tremendous amount of work. It was just not something that was accessible to enough people in the congregation.
We kind of stamped a passport in some places, but it was nothing really that engaged our church beyond just that trip for that year.
It was just really hard to develop partners and to have really any kind of strategy.
And as a church plant, we had really minimal involvement in missions. And so our launching with HFL was to really get us up and going.
HFL really makes it possible for a local church to partner effectively in missions.
We're allowed to drive this vehicle of missions. We're allowed to drive it at our pace.
They're going to give you the tools necessary that's really going to help you in the long term.
You can walk into a situation and say, we know we're going to have a great partner.
They've gone ahead. They've done a lot of the work, knowing where you're going to be, knowing who you're going to talk to.
They take the headache off of the administrative staff.
It just makes life so much easier to be able to trust the HFL team leader.
We're going to arrive at the airport and tickets are going to be handed to us.
As a pastor, I had more time to focus on the needs of our people as they were experiencing and seeing things.
They're allowed to focus on ministry, they're allowed to focus on learning, and they're allowed to focus on community. HFL has vetted the partner that is on foreign soil, so we know that what we're doing is effective for them long term. It's not just our idea.
You just don't know what you're missing because the experiences that you have in the country are nothing compared to the experiences that you have the rest of your life. And the impact that it has on your church here is what's incredible.
Our church is more excited about missions. People have gone on multiple trips and they're planning on going on multiple trips.
We've seen people not get along on the mission field, and as a result, it's afforded us the opportunity to deal with real life issues as a result of sort of that incubated community that only doing mission together can afford.
We've just been able to speed up our partnership in ways I didn't think were possible. If you say, well, we're a young church or we're a financially strapped church, we can't get involved in missions, I would just say, I don't think Jesus allows you to say that. I don't think that's an option.
I never felt at any step along the way that I was being forced or pressured into anything. They made sure that we were unbelievably comfortable.
You're wondering, okay, when's the shoe with all the dollars in it going to fall? And with HFL, it doesn't fall.
It's a wise use of a church's resources to partner with them and allow them to do their job so that we can focus on the job that God's called us to do.
You're bringing God's kingdom to your community. You're letting them see who He is and how He works in the world and not just in their own little niche, because He's bigger than that and He wants more than that and He wants people to move.